Hey guys, it's Erin. For this first design, I'm starting off with a sheer white polish as my base. Then I'm taking my first household item, which is a paperclip, and I'm bending it out of shape so I can use it as a dotting tool. Then I'm taking a sparkly metallic gold nail polish and I'm just doing some dots of gold towards the cuticle half moon of my nail. I'm placing them in a semicircle shape for my design. And once I'm happy with the gold dots, I'm finishing my design with top coat. For this next design, I'm starting by painting my nail white. And once I've applied the second coat of white, while the polish is still wet, I'm going in with another color and adding a dot of that to one side of my nail. Then I'm taking just a regular push pin and I'm going to be dragging that pin through the wet polish to kind of create a drag marble art. What's cool when you do it with two dots like this and drag from the top is it kind of creates a heart shape. As long as the polish is still wet, you can keep adding in colors or adjusting the shape until you create a design you like. Once I have my two little hearts, I'm finishing the design with top coat. For this next design, I'm doing a classic leopard print nail. So I'm starting off with a tan brown on my nail. Then I'm taking just a cheap regular writing pen. And I'm also going to be using that as a dotting tool, so I'm taking a darker brown and just applying random sized blobs all over my nail. These are going to be the leopard spots. Once that's dry, I'm going back in with an even darker brown and that same pen and messily outlining the shapes I created before. You can also fill in any empty spaces with this color. And of course, finish the leopard print with a top coat. The next household item you can use for really easy nail art is of course Scotch tape. Here I'm taking a piece and applying it just horizontally across the top to middle of my nail. Then I'm taking a pastel nail polish and I'm painting over the tape towards the cuticle of my nail. It's a little messy, but you get the idea. When the polish is still wet, I'm peeling off the tape. Then I'm left with this fun negative space design and I'm just filling in the bottom part of my nail with a sheer pink nail polish. Apply top coat and accessorize with some cool studs if you have them. This next design is how to do ice cream nails using household items, so start by just using the brush of the nail polish bottle to almost create a cloud-like shape. Once you have your scoop of ice cream, take a bobby pin bent out of shape for a dotting tool, and with a red nail polish, add a cherry on top of your ice cream scoop. Then I'm going to go in with a toothpick for some of the finer details, aka the sprinkles with other pastel colors. Keep a small bead of the nail polish on the end of the toothpick and just drag it lightly across your nail to create the lines. I'm also using this technique to add the cherry stem. And once your design is finished, apply a top coat. This next design has a light blue base. Then I want to create the sands of my beach, so I'm taking a metallic gold nail polish and just creating a wavy line at the edge of my nail. The next household item you can use for nail art is just a regular paper towel, so I'm taking a piece and ripping it off, and then crumpling it up and holding it with some tweezers. This is kind of going to be a makeshift sponge. Taking my paper towel sponge and a white nail polish, I'm taking just a little bit of the polish on the sponge and dabbing it where the gold meets the blue on my nail to create sea foam on my beach. you keep layering up the white in sheer coats, it creates a really nice hazy look for a perfect seafoam ocean. Smooth everything out and finish your design with top coat. This next design has a red nail polish base. Then I'm going to be painting a little ladybug, so the first part is easy and you can just do with the regular nail polish brush, but create a thick and straight French tip across your nail. Then with my toothpick again as kind of a paintbrush, I'm doing a black line straight down the center of my nail. And taking my bobby pin dotting tool again, I'm creating spots all on each side. And now you have a super easy ladybug design. Finish it off with a top coat. For this next design, you'll need a white base. Then I'm taking tin foil to kind of use as a makeshift artist palette, and I'm going to be taking various markers and highlighters and just coloring a big spot of them on different parts of the tin foil. You want to leave plenty of ink for you to use for this technique. Next, take some rubbing alcohol and just pour a little bit onto each spot of ink. Then you can just use a regular eyeshadow brush, makeup brush, craft brush, whatever you have lying around, and mix the rubbing alcohol in with the ink. Apply it in messy blobs across your nail to create a beautiful watercolor look. Again, this is going to create that watercolor look that's really cool. Repeat with each color and kind of let them blend together. Keep layering up the watercolors to make the colors pop even more. This is a little bit light on camera, but in person the colors were even more vibrant. And once you're happy with your watercolor nails, apply a top coat. For this design, I'm starting off with a sheer nude pink. And the next household item I'm going to use is just a nail I have lying around the house. I'm actually going to use both sides of this nail as a dotting tool. So I'm using the flat ends to create a big dot at the center of my nail, and then the tiny part of the nail to create other small vertical dots towards the center of my nail. I'm repeating this process with a few different pastel colors and layering the dots to create an interesting look. And finish with a top coat when you're done with your design. And for this design, I'm going to be painting my nail black. Once your black base is dry, take a white nail polish and create a thin French tip. Then I'm taking my bobby pin dotting tool again, and I'm going to be creating a lace pattern, so I'm creating a row of the white dots all along that French tip. Once those dots are dry, I'm going back in with my nail for an even smaller dotting tool, and just creating a small black dot on top of each of the white dots. I'm also going in and kind of dragging out the bottom of each of those dots so that way the black dots are more of a teardrop shape. And that's my simple lace look using just household items, and I'm applying a top coat to finish the design. So there you have all 10 nail art designs using just household items. We hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you want to see more videos from cutepolish, you can click the boxes here or click the circle to subscribe to cutepolish for a new video every week. You can also click the circle here to subscribe to my personal nail art channel.